Welcome, everyone, to chess. Yes, you heard that right, we're in chess. Some nice little background music. Just make sure everything's working, why not? But hope you all are doing well today. There's that, and then we can turn shared chat on. Alright, just like that, we're in. Alright, good to go. Let's do an advanced spot just to warm up. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, interesting, symmetrical opening. Castle? Trade it. Interesting, interesting. Maybe get ready to Fianchetto. Well, that's a strong move. Not a great position to be in. Ah. Boop, 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 boop. Take. I don't love my position, but I don't hate it. Threat. Check. Oh, yeah, no. Go, feel free to unmute. I'm just talking to myself here. If you can hear me. Yeah, no. I'm just playing a warm-up game against a bot, just to talk to myself. Are you ready, Kalalla?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, then I'll just...
I had to log back in, because I don't know if your Google Chrome updated, but mine did, and it logged me out of stuff.
No worries. Yeah, I did. I logged in earlier. Alright, let's see. So, I should have you in my friends now, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Let me go ahead and send you a challenge. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Let's do... What's your typical chess type? Rapid? Blitz?
I don't know.
Time control. 10 minutes.
Yeah, that. I think that's what he did last time.
Okay.
The other person I played with.
Okay, 10 minutes, and I'll play as random. So we can start with that. Alright, I sent you a challenge. Hey, Cray, you talking to Kalalla or me? Cause...
Oh, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
Kalalla's
see
a professional.
if you have it on OBS, you can see the little face beside it. I just started chess. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Alright, go ahead and make your first move, and then I can kind of figure stuff out from here.
Okay.
Yeah, show me what you like to do.
For those that don't know Digital Duke, before we start, they are an awesome VTuber that has an awesome model, but they're also very smart. Like, if you watch their plays, they're very strategic, they're very smart, and they're really good in chess.
I wouldn't say I'm that good. I'm only 1200 ELO snore, but I'm teaching someone who's brand new, so I can start there. You need to play your first move in 10 seconds, by the way. Interesting. Alright. So, do you understand the theory of center control?
Yes.
Okay. Can start with that.
Or kinda. I started learning that last time.
Interesting. Guess I'll just continue development. Also, if you want to show your chat, like, your thinking process, like I do, you can hold right-click over a piece and then drag it to where you want to put it, and then, like, to explain your ideas, if that makes sense.
Okay, but...
Okay, so that, I would say, is not a good idea, because I can now develop my bishop and take that pawn, because you don't have anything protecting it, like this.
Oh yeah, that's how those move.
So I would say the big thing is you did move your pawns, but you also need to develop your pieces. Like, I'm trying to develop my pieces so that I can castle, because you see how there's nothing between me and my my rook? Because castling's important to try and protect my king.
Which one's the rook?
The rook is the little castle thing. At the corners, okay. Yes.
To explain what I was trying to do is I thought these moved, the ones that you just moved, I thought they moved up and over. And I forgot they went...
Oh, you're thinking of the knights. Those are the horses. That's what they do. The bishops, the things with the little pointy ends that I just moved, those are bishops, and they move diagonally.
I totally forgot. Ah, that was bad.
Yeah, so...
I'm panicking!
No worries. So, when you move that, you see how... So, the big thing about a move, when you think about it, is you want to see how many times your piece is being attacked versus how many times you're defending it. So, you're currently defending it one time with your queen, but I'm attacking it 1, 2, 3 times with my pawn, bishop, and knight. And the queen is a very valuable piece, so even if you did defend it by taking back, everything I can take back with, I'm okay with losing compared to a queen, because piece value. So in order to not break my pawn structure, I would actually not take with my pawn. I will probably take with my bishop, because now my bishop's in the middle of the board and can see a lot of corners. It can see your knight right now, and if you move the pawn next above your knight, it allows me to take your rook too. So now it's in a power position, and also because you can't move your pawns to attack it either, because the pawns have already moved past it or are captured. So,
this first game, it will probably be bad.
No worries. I mean, also, I'm playing against someone who's literally starting off, so I completely understand. I'm just here to try and teach where I can. My goal is that I want to get you able to beat bot Nelson consistently. He's the bot that always opens with his queen.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how you open with your queen.
I can show you if I'm playing as white next time. It is effectively a noob killer if you don't know what you're doing. So I also like to fianchetto my bishops, which is, you see that pawn that's right above your knight, or where your knights would have been? You try and move that so you can put your bishop there, because they can get a long-range attack slash kind of a sniper position, if that makes sense. And that's called fianchettoing.
Oh. Like that pawn, and then I move the bishop there?
I would have to pull your stream up, but if you're moving your bishop from c1 to b2, then yes. Yeah. But I would also have only moved it up one, because then it would have still have been protected by your other pawn. But now it's isolated, so I can maybe start attacking it too. For instance, if I move my queen here, I'm now threatening your pawn, and also, if I do take that pawn and it's unprotecting, that's also check. Hey, Leorovich.
Why is it check?
So
I'm a little confused about checks.
Okay, check just means that your king can be taken. So you need to protect it, because if you lose your king, you lose the game. Checkmate is when your king is under check and can't do anything to stop the check. Or can't do anything to stop it being taken. So for instance, now this is check.
Oh, I already forgot what I was supposed to do.
So for instance, this is check. Hey, Moonraven. Yeah, I play chess occasionally. That was a good defense. Because, as you see, now you're attacking my queen back, which is worth more than your bishop, so I don't want to lose my queen. So instead I'll move it here, because now I'm threatening your rook. And... What's up, Moon? And also what, Kalalla? What's up?
So what would be a good move here? I'm not trying to get you to tell me what to do, but like...
If I'm going to be honest, it's a bad position for you. If I were you, I would move my knight so that I can connect the queen, so that if I take your rook with my queen, you take it with your queen. But then I would hit you with the fork with my knight moving to c2, which would check your king and allow me to take your queen back. You know them 5 days I mentioned you that? Yeah, what's up with those 5 days, Moonraven?
So, what if I move... I know I have to move.
Yeah.
What if I move the queen to... I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Why is this bad?
Well, firstly, I can take your queen directly with my knight now. The other thing I can do is I can just take your your rook for free. So, I'm going to be nice and just fork you instead. So this is called a fork, because now you're in check, and I'm attacking two pieces with my knight. I'm attacking both your king and the rook at the same time. And because you're in check, you have to do something about your king or protect it in some way. But there's nothing that can capture or displace my knight. So you have to move your king. And I can take that rook for free. Done and done weekends on. Heck yeah, Moonraven. Proud of you. Get some much-deserved rest. I will warn you. Well, also, you left your knight...
It's okay if this is a quick one.
You also left your knight undefended, so I will take your knight. And now, I've pinned your bishop. So even if you move your queen out of the way, your bishop can't move because my queen is blocking it from moving because it'll allow me to attack your king. And that is called a pin.
So, okay, so if I move my bishop...
Well, you couldn't. Well, not your dark square bishop, but your light square bishop. Your light square bishop is now pinned. But it's blocked by the queen anyway. But even if you did move your queen and try to move it, it wouldn't let you because it would allow me to attack your king. And that is called pinning.
It does let me.
No, that's your dark square bishop. Your light square bishop you currently shouldn't be able to move.
I thought you meant my queen, sorry.
Oh, yeah, your queen can move. But even if you did move your queen, you could not move your light square bishop.
Okay. Sorry, Duke's people, I'm not good at this yet.
No. Well, that's why we learn. So I'm going to do something kind of fun, try and even the odds. So when you're up, generally you do... Or when you're up, good advice is to trade down and make the position less complicated. So here I'm going to take your pawn and offer you a queen trade.
Oh, okay.
And now I can take with check. And then I can take your bishop. Honestly, Moonraven, I'd say go back, take another nap, get some more sleep. That allows me to just take your bishop with my bishop.
Oh.
No worries.
Oh.
So, if your king and rook have not moved, and every space between is clear, you can castle. You know castling, right?
No, I haven't done it. I got taught it once.
So, if your king...
I didn't understand how to do it.
If your king and your rook have both not moved, and every space between it is clear, which is why you want to develop your pieces quickly, you can do what's called castling. You move your king 2 spaces towards that rook, either side, put the rook on the other side.
How do you do that?
King...
Explain that again, sorry.
Okay, so if both your king and your rook have both not moved since the start of the game, and every space between it is empty, so like usually your knight and your bishop, or your queen if it's the other side, have all moved and it's empty, you can move your king 2 spaces towards that rook and put the rook on the other side of your king. And that's called castling.
Oh, but I can't do it since I moved my king?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And you also can't do it if you're under check. Also, chat, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them, and I'll do my best to answer. Again, I'm not the best at this game, but I play a little bit. I will say right now, you can take my knight with a piece.
With a piece?
With your rook, I guess, if you want me to...
I can take it with it, right? Oh, that knight, okay.
Yes.
I see.
There you go.
I was looking at the middle one. I was like, I don't understand.
So, later on in chess, when I say later on, like, once you become a true beginner, one of the big things is I would recommend you to not get tunnel vision. It's very easy to get tunnel visioned, but do your best to try and maintain, like, a wide view of the board and see everything, if that makes sense. One of my favorite chess YouTubers, well, when I say favorite, I mean one of the ones I used to watch the most, Gotham Chess, aka Levy.
Oh, yeah.
One of his things is, when you're looking for a new move, checks, captures, attacks. So currently, I have a way to check your king, and it's also a fork, because it lets me attack both your king and your rook, like that. You also moved it so I could have just taken it with my bishop, too. And that's that whole thing about, you know, not tunnel vision.
Oh, shoot. That's because I forgot.
No worries.
I get these mixed up. The bishop and the ones. These. Why can't I take the whole camp?
Because it's protected by my bishop.
Oh.
Now you can take my knight. Oh yeah, I'm not playing like best. Hey Henry.
I'm assuming he's dumbing himself down for me.
Well,
y'all saw how I opened this.
And checkmate.
You want to do another one?
Sure.
I'm not going to do the game review thing yet.
It's up to you. Another thing, okay, so I think we'll do one more. And if you can spectate, you can watch me play one quick match against a bot. And I'll kind of explain like my thought process and my thinking process through it. And then I'll have you play against a bot once. And then
Okay.
and then we can kind of do that. How does that sound? So
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I like e4. E4 is one of my favorite opening moves. The two main opening moves that a lot of people play is e4 and d4. So what e4 allows me to do is that immediately my bishop on the f file is free to move around. My queen is also free to move diagonally, and I can move my knight to three different squares if I need to. So I'm going to move my knight and attack your pawn. So I've developed my knight. And also, so pieces. Pieces are generally anything that isn't a pawn. So the rook, the knight, and the bishop are all considered pieces. So when people talk about piece development, that's what they're talking about.
Wait, what? Explain that again? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so pieces are anything that is not your, for the most part, is anything that's not your pawn, your king or queen. So like the bishop, the little pointy thing, the knight, the horsey, and the rook, the castle thing. Those are all considered pieces. So if you hear people talk about piece development, that's what they're talking about. Vey, it's because it's a arbitrary definition that I guess professional chess players gave. So typically I would have said that's a good move because you can prepare to fianchetto, but I can stop your fianchettoing and attack your rook by this. That works. Okay, so the thing is that while that does stop me from taking your rook, you have nothing defending the bishop that you just moved. So I can take that bishop for free, and your rook is still trapped. What I would have actually played instead of that is I would have moved your knight from b8 to c6. It blocks my bishop's path of movement, and you can fianchetto your bishop there later, and it's protected by your d-pawn. If I did take it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but out of courtesy, I won't take your bishop. Thanks for grabbing your daily stew, Vey.
But I should do that this time.
You can do that. You can take my bishop. You can push your pawn. It's all up to you.
I don't want to take a piece that you kindly gave.
Trust me, no matter how far back you set me, I can probably recover. So, in terms of piece value, so pawns are generally considered worth 1. Bishops and knights are considered worth 3, although there's a big debate on like if bishops are worth slightly more than knights. I think some professionals say like 3.25 or something. And then rooks are generally worth 5, and the queen 9. And the king is obviously priceless because you lose. So I'm going to go ahead and just castle and protect my king here. Team bishop, for real. That's a good move. Prepares your king to castle, you develop your piece, and you attack my bishop. And I don't want to lose my bishop, so I'll drop it back here, where I can still attack that diagonal, but now it's not under threat from your knight.
And okay. The castle, you move it 2 over?
Yeah, so if you click on your king, you see how there's like the 2 spaces over move?
Yeah.
If you click that, you will castle. Yes, so that is castling. You see how like your king is pretty protected? You have that wall of pawns in front of him, and now your rook is, you know, not as inactive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to push this pawn. I get to connect my pawns, which defend each other now, and I've opened up the diagonal for my other bishop to come out. Because what I want to do quickly is make sure that all my pieces are out and doing something on the board. The longer that they sit be in these back lines, they can't really do anything.
Excuse me, sorry.
Interesting. Takes.
Team bishop.
Alright. I am now attacking your queen.
Okay.
Also, I would not have done that knight move because now both I can take your bishop like this, and I can also just take that knight with the pawn. So like this. And because no one is protecting that pawn now, I would take that pawn, but then you can push that pawn and fork my pieces. So instead,
Which pawn?
okay, so if I moved my F knight to attack or to capture E pawn, you could move your F7 pawn up to F6, and you would attack both my bishop and my knight at the same time, and it would have been protected by a rook. But because I don't want to fall into that situation, I'm just going to drop my bishop back first and offer you a bishop trade.
Would I want to take that? Like, because you'll take it, right? With the queen.
Yes, I will trade it back. So, general rule of thumb is if you're down pieces, you generally don't want to trade and you want to keep the position more unpredictable. Thanks for grabbing your daily stew, Ryan. But yeah, it's all about trying to be, well, yeah. If you're losing, you generally want to try and be unpredictable, to try and throw your opponent off, make them mess up, because they have a higher chance of messing up something that they didn't notice, and you can take advantage of that. And when you're up, it's generally advised to offer more trades, because as you simplify the position, there's less chance that you'll mess up.
I'm gonna assume what I'm about to do is not smart, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't know what else to do. So.
No worries. Okay, so that's not good because I can take that queen with my pawn. Because my pawn was protecting that pawn.
I forget. Yeah, the pawn does sideways. I forget that.
So I'm just gonna take your bishop and leave your queen. You can take my bishop. You can take my bishop with your queen to both move it out of danger and capture back. There you go. Now I'm gonna take your pawn. The big thing about, well, maybe a later lesson would be, remember that knights can move backwards.
I don't have any.
And just generally that pieces can move backwards.
Other than pawns, right?
Yes, pawns cannot move backwards. So because the E file is open, there's no pawns blocking it, it's very powerful to have my rook staring it down. So I'm going to move my F rook to E1 to control that file. Even though, yes, your queen is attacking it, it's defended more times than you're attacking it. So I'm comfortable putting my rook there.
Rooks go... Yeah, okay.
How long have I been playing chess? Over a decade now? That was a good move. I can't recapture. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to move my rook here because you can't capture it, with the idea of trying to move it to E4 so I can set up what's called a battery. Where when you have two rooks in the same line, it's called a battery, vertical line, because you can use it to smash forward. That's one way of answering it.
This is my third time playing chess. Or fourth? Third, I think? Second time against a human.
So my idea now is, now that my queen and my rook are lined up, I'm going to try to move my queen to E6 to check your king and make it move. And if it does, I will move my queen up one more to E7 and threaten your rook. Well, so now I can just take your queen with my queen, because my queen was also defending that pawn.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be better than your other plan? Like...
No, mine was just threatening your king and then trying to get tempo off that. This is just pure advantage.
Dang. You live and learn.
Yeah, no worries. And now, if I move my queen a certain place, I will get a fork on a rook and your king at the same time. I mean, that does protect it, but also I can just do this. Where now your only way to defend it is to move your rook over.
Back.
But now I can check you, and you... I'm pretty sure you have to move the king. No? I mean, I guess you can move your pawn to block it, but then I just take it and we're at the same issue. And then I take your rook and it's checkmate. So that's checkmate. Thanks for grabbing your daily stew, Comboy. Congrats on being first today. Alright, let me know if you can spectate me.
Okay, let me find the...
Yeah, let me play against the bot real
again.
quick. What level of bot should I play against?
One that's even with you, I guess.
Okay. I'm pretty consistent with Wendy, I'd say.
Oh, I can watch all your games. That's kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, that's my game history. You can see that. So
Cool.
this is I will play against Wendy, who's 1500. That's black. She Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nice. Thank you, Comboy. Alright, so Wendy opened up with e4. My favorite way to respawn is just e5. Symmetrical. The theoretical best move is called the Sicilian, which is c5, but I don't know that opening very well.
I'm not sure if I can spectate.
Okay, maybe not then.
But I can just open your stream.
Okay, that works too, I guess. Open my stream on your stream. That's fine.
I'll just be a little delayed.
Yeah. So now Wendy opens the bishop and is attacking my knight. This is called the Ruy Lopez. Because if takes my knight, and even if I take back, now the pawn isn't defended. So the knight can take that pawn for free. But I like to do what's called the Berlin defense, which just opens the other knight. Well, that works too, I guess. I'm just going to develop some pieces. Take. No, if I take the knight, she'll take back with the queen, and that'll allow her to develop her queen. I think
how do you do the arrows?
Oh, like I said, the whole right-click thing. So I think I'll take the pawn because I believe her idea is that she can push her pawn, which will be defended by the knight, and fork my pieces. But then I can just drop my knight back and take this bishop. So let's see if that works. Or they can refute that instead that way. I'm going to go ahead and just castle to protect my king here. And we're just using chess.com. I'm just playing on the web browser. Okay, now she's threatening my knight with her pawn. What I think I will do is... So if I move there and there, that's immediately killed by the queen. I can maybe move it here, but then queen would take and then would attack both my knight and my bishop at the same time, and I can't protect them both. So I think what I will do actually is I'll just drop my knight back here. And the pawn's kicking out my bishop, but actually I'll move it here and offer a trade. Because I'm threatening the rook there.
Oh.
So that was the whole point of that. I'll block. Take. 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 Not a huge fan of that. I need to develop my bishop, so I'll move that, preparing to move that, and threaten the bishop. So I'll do that, which threatens the bishop. I'm gonna take the bishop. I think... no. Yeah. I think that was just a blunder. Going to move my bishop here, threatening that. I'm going to move my other rook to an open file, threatening the queen. Gonna take that pawn now that it's no longer protected and potentially open a queen trade. I think I will take the queen trade. And now the king is really unprotected since... I just need to be careful because my king's stuff back here. If I move my e-rook, I can easily get checkmated. So instead, I'm going to move my rook to the f-file and make a battery. I don't understand that move. Now I can take that pawn, now that it's no longer being defended by the rook, and defend my bishop at the same time. The only question is, what do I do from here? I don't want to get checkmated by a dumb move, so I'm just going to move my pawn and give my king some breathing space. So now that I can move my F file rook without risk of checkmate, I'm going to go ahead and move my rook to a horizontal connection. And I'm pretty sure I can mate with just this, even if there's a rook protecting the back line. Alright, let me see if this works. Okay, there we go. Checkmate. Let's see how I could do.
Wait.
Oh, what's up?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
How is that a checkmate?
So, my bishop is checking it. This controls... Oh. This controls this diagonal.
Okay.
This controls this diagonal. So the king can't move anywhere, and nothing can stop the bishop from killing it.
Okay.
So just like that, that's checkmate. Let's see how I did, though.
Checkmates and checks kind of confuse me a little bit of how to end games.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of try and go through that with you. So let's see how
You'll
I did.
see when I face a bot.
Yep, book moves. Yeah. Yep. I should have taken the knight instead. Got it. Yep. Prepping the queen for development, I guess. But yeah, no one but bots plays perfect chess, so don't expect to play perfect chess. But it's always good to review your moves and understand the whys.
Yeah, sadly you only get one though, right?
Yeah, if you're a free player like me.
Yeah, I am.
Yep. 2, maybe 1. Okay, yeah. So, not a bad play overall. Alright. Let me see. Let me try pulling up your stream.
Okay, let me get back to the chess.com. So, you said play a bot.
Yes.
Is there a specific one you said?
One you feel comfortable with. Maybe a beginner one, and we can start with that.
What's the circus? What's that?
So chess.com does like events and whatnot, and I guess the event that they're doing this month is the circus. I'll go ahead and change my overlay to your thing.
Oops. Go. I'll do Martin.
There we go. 1080p.
Earn 3 crowns if you win with no help. Earn 2 crowns if you use hints. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Alright, Martin, you should theoretically be able to beat my help just because, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, there's a genuine challenge to lose against Martin.
Well, it's me, so...
As long as you play moves with intent, I think you'll be fine. Right. So that move, I would say is okay, but I wouldn't recommend because see how now your C1 bishop is kind of blocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it can't move because you blocked it with the pawn.
Oh, okay.
So it might hinder your development in the future.
Gotcha.
So there are a couple ways I would move forward here. Well, let's see what move you play first, and then I'll tell you what I would have done. Not a bad move. I would have played pawn c2 to c4 in that scenario. Not right now, but that's what I would have played instead of that move. Because my intent is that if they take that pawn, then I can recapture with the bishop and develop my bishop.
Oh, okay. Um.
Good move.
Why would they put their king out?
Because it's Martin. Bot Martin.
Oh. Okay.
But I also would not take that pawn with your bishop. I would not, because it's defended by the pawn.
Okay.
If you take that, well, if I was playing against you and you did that, I would take back with the pawn or the knight. Because remember, you got to remember how many times you're defending your piece and how many times that piece is being attacked when it moves there, right? So it's being attacked twice and it's being defended 0 times, so you can't take it back either.
I keep forgetting the pawns move like that.
Yeah, you got this, Kalalla. Alright, so what would you do now?
Thanks, Karen.
That's not a bad move. That threatens the knight. And now what do you play?
So, if I take this knight, should I actually set up a different pawn first? Like, should I do...
Remember piece value, Kalalla. What's the knight worth?
3.
And what's the pawn worth?
1?
Yes. So, in terms of math...
take it?
Yes. I would play that move every day, yes. Okay, now what should you play?
This one of those that I have to move the king?
Yes, you are now in check. You don't have to move the king, but you have to stop your king from being attacked. Tell me what you would do, and then I will tell you what you should do. Okay, I would not do that. Remember,
sorry.
what's your queen worth?
The most.
Yes.
But
And what's the bishop worth?
3?
Yes. So what I would have done is, what other piece could you have put there instead to have blocked that?
I don't know.
Think about it.
The bishop?
Yes. I would have blocked it with the bishop. Because if they take it with the bishop, then you can recapture with the queen. And you have an equal trade. You take their bishop, they take your bishop, and your queen is still alive. So out of that exchange, you would have come out neutral.
That makes sense. Okay.
If I were you, I would also complete piece development. I would move your knight. Well, yeah, that too. I would also... Alright, what are you going to do with that pawn?
Should I move the knight? I was gonna do the pawn to the knight.
Yes.
No, pawn to pawn, right?
No. Yeah, pawn takes knight. Remember, what's pawn worth? What's knight worth?
Takes...
And that's fine. Remember, you're up.
Okay.
It's like a math game. I would trade my pawn for a piece every day.
Pieces?
Yes. I would take a piece over a pawn any day of the week. Because remember, pieces are more open and free to traverse across the board. You kind of always know what a pawn's going to do because they're very slow, you know, and can only move certain places.
So now I should move the knight?
I would recommend it, yes. But try to have a 2-move plan set. So let's say we move it somewhere. What's your plan for that knight after that move? Where's it going to go after you put it where you put it?
Here then? In front of the king?
Well, so I would move it to F3 with the plan of moving it to E5 after that. Because if I move it to E5, I can check the king, and if the king moves to a bad square, I can then put it on F7 if they didn't just defend it like that and fork the queen and the rook. But you can still fork it like that. I would still move it to E5. And let me see if you can see what I see. Okay, they make that move. Now what do you want to do?
Move this guy, right? The bishop?
Not quite what I would do. Try to find a move that allows you to gain material and threaten an expensive piece for your opponent. I'll give you a hint.
Wait.
It's with your knight.
Here? C6?
Yes. See? You get a free pawn because nothing attacks it there, and you're threatening the queen.
Okay. I was gonna be a coward and try to do the castling thing.
You can also do that, but... Okay, so now they move their rook. Now what are you gonna do?
I can get the queen still, right?
Did they move it?
No.
Then... Yes, good job. Okay, they didn't retake it. Now what are you gonna do? I'll give you a hint. You have a very good move.
This one?
No.
E6?
No. Because then I would recapture it with the pawn.
Oh, yes. I gotta remember that. Alright,
I'll give you a hint. It's another move with your knight. You want to save it, right? Because he didn't take it. So what's the best move to save it?
E6?
No. Because he can take with the pawn again, remember? There's a better move.
Oh my gosh. How does those guys... When they take it, this way? No, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, what if you moved your knight to C6 again? What happens then?
It doesn't...
Nothing attacks
It's
it.
in position. Yeah.
And you check the king,
right?
and you fork it again. So now you're attacking both the king and the rook at the same time. And because they have to move their king, now you can get a free rook.
Okay.
Because if you take it, nothing can take back. Now, any move you play would just be losing the knight, so I would no longer mess with the knight. Because you see, your knight only has 3 moves, and in all 3 of those moves, it would get taken without you having any way to take it back.
Okay. So I should move to the bishops now, right?
There are a lot of things you could do. You could castle, you can move your rook, you can move your bishops, you can prepare your pawns to advance. There are a lot of ways you can move this position. Let me put it to you this way, actually. Alright, with where that... Oh, wait. Oh, well, yeah, that works. With where that bishop moved, what is that bishop now threatening?
This guy.
Yes. And you don't want to
What
lose
are
him,
these?
right?
Rooks?
Rooks, yes. So, how do you want to resolve that? Your original move, castling, was good. Because it would move your rook out of the way. Yeah, click your king. And then 2 to the right. Yep. So now your rook is out of danger and your king is in a safer spot. And your rooks are now what's considered connected. So if one of the rooks were to die and be taken, the other rook can avenge it and recapture it.
Okay.
They can see each other, so to speak. There's a good move here that I will see if you can find.
This bishop?
Mm-hmm. And where are you moving it?
Here? To B4?
Yes. And why is that a good move?
Because it can attack the king and the rook.
Good job, yes.
If the king moves?
Yes. If the king moves, then you can take the rook. That is why it's a good move. And what's the bishop worth?
3.
And what's the rook worth?
2?
5.
5. Oh.
So now what are you going to do?
Does it move straight?
Yes, because it moves straight and horizontally. You can't connect your bishops because they're on opposite squares, right? You have one dark square and one light square bishop, but your rooks can work together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I should move this guy down here, right?
Hold on. There's a free piece right now. Let's see if you can find a better move than that. Look at all the pieces on the board and think about it hard. And dang, Ryan, 150 stream streak. Congrats, for real. Remember, don't get tunnel vision. Okay, remember how all the pieces move.
Okay. Here's where I'm stuck at. Is it a pawn or is it a normal piece?
No, I think about it real hard, right? Okay. I don't want to guide you to the answer, but what can your knight do right now?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Remember, knights can move backwards.
So I can take this guy.
Yep, for free.
Gotcha.
And see how far ahead you can go? And damn. Alright, sounds good, Ryan.
Okay.
Alright, so you are up immaculate material. I'm going to let you loose from now and see how you do.
Okay. That's not smart. I think.
I mean, it's not a bad move. I'm going to just leave it to you to finish this game however you do. And I will kind of just make some mental notes. Anyway, chat, are you learning anything? I hope you are.
No. I keep wanting to do that.
Okay, what's remember value? Good job. Be careful not to stalemate is all I will say. Do you know what stalemate is?
that's when we both tie, right?
Yes, if the opponent's king or your king can't move to any squares, or you have no moves that you can play that doesn't put you in check, then you are in stalemate and it's a tie. Even if you're up like 1,000,000 pieces, it will still be a tie.
See, that's where I struggle with ending. I have
Okay.
a question.
Yes.
With this, should I start moving the bishop?
I will tell you that you have two very powerful pieces you are not using yet that I would start moving around. Remember, rooks can move both horizontally and vertically.
Hey.
I think I'm going to teach you two end games today, and it's going to be queen and king and double rook versus king.
Okay. From here or a different one?
Would you like me to tell
I'm
you
gonna
how
be
I would
honest,
play it?
I'm a little
All right.
lost of how to finish this.
So the first thing I would play is I would move my rook up any amount that doesn't allow it to get taken.
Like here.
Sure,
D5.
that works. Yep. And why did I want to move that rook up?
To get going to trap?
Not quite.
Oh,
Rook
then I'm
F1
not
to D1. We're going to make a battery.
Wait, okay. F1, okay. Oh, yes, okay.
Yes, we're going to
You
make a
did
battery.
this.
So now that rook is protected wherever it goes. So if you were to move it hypothetically, say, to D8, the king can't capture it back. And where could the king move if you moved the rook to D8?
To any of these, right? The D7 and
D7 is protected by your bishop, and
Oh yeah.
F7 is protected by your white bishop, and
So you
F8
can only
is
move here.
nope, protected by your G7 bishop.
Oh.
That F7 is protected by your E6 bishop.
Wait. So that would be what? I'm so sorry.
So move your rook to D8 and see what happens.
Okay. I'm gonna use my game review on this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a D4 player, so I can't help you with openings, but we're very far from learning opening theory. Yeah, so you see that number at the top, that like +3, -2? At the top right?
Oh, up here. Okay,
So
yeah.
you remember how I told you everything is worth a value? That's what the computer
Yeah.
thinks that you're currently at. I'm kind of surprised you picked the Hikaru bot out of all things.
I recognized him. Seen him in things.
Yeah, Hikaru's a good player. My chess Oshi, so to speak, is Daniel Naroditsky, aka Danya. May he rest in peace. You know what? To be fair, I didn't see that fork. I would have misplayed that.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna try and set up... Let me see if I can set up a special board.
I moved my VTuber when you were playing, and I forgot to move it back, so they didn't get to see your PNG tuber for a second.
No worries. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, so let me try and make a special board for you.
Should teach me and stuff? Should I pull you up, or...?
Sure. I mean, no, I'm gonna challenge you.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oops. Alright, White King, Black King... Double Rook is probably easier.
Repetition will help. Or, I've learned through doing it multiple times, for sure. Also,
Okay.
welcome in, Dan. Sorry I didn't say hi.
I play as Black. Okay.
Learning this
So,
special little stream.
So we're going to be learning the double rook endgame. Go ahead and accept that. Alright, so you have 2 rooks against my king.
Okay.
So, let's see if you can figure out how to check. Mate. So, one way to think about your pieces is to kind of imagine that they have invisible fields of control. So imagine your rooks as being able to control all the files that they can see. So, do you see how with your current rooks, you have like this invisible box that my king is in?
Yeah.
If you need to pull up my stream to like see what I'm pointing out.
Oh, I need to move them.
Yeah. Just play any move. We can be here forever.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like this way, and then the box is like this way.
So this is your current box. So I need to move within that box.
I'm gonna get rid of them.
You want to make it so that I can't take your rook, but you're also gonna choke me in without leaving me a little bit of space to breathe.
Okay, so I should move it G7, right?
No, honestly. I would actually move your A rook to A6. Because remember, the box. Because now your rook controls this box. So now I'm going to move over here.
Participate you moving.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go and try and take your rook now. What are you going to do now?
G6?
Not quite. Try again.
7?
Yes. Why is G7 good?
Because it
Box.
checks. I'm confused a little bit.
Remember, box. Okay, move it to G7. Now I can't move it back to the 6 file because your old rook is protecting it. And now your new rook is protecting the entire 7 file, so I have to move down. Let's make this difficult for you. You can win in 2 moves. How are you going to win?
G... Wait.
I'll give you a hint. Try and think 2 moves in the future.
Would I move to D7?
D7? No. Your A6 rook, I would move it to H6.
H6?
Yes.
Why? I don't get that.
Because now, see how you've cut off these 2 entire rows? So I can only move horizontally. And now, what's one more move you can play to checkmate me?
The h6 to h8?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me rematch you, and let me play the opposite side to show you the very fast... Oh, wait. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Well, okay,
sorry.
let's try this again. Practice makes perfect anyway. So let's see if you understand it.
Okay, I did this last time, right? A to a6.
But why? Or actually, no.
Start
In that
boxing.
case, you could have
Oh.
played it all the way to a7, but that's fine.
Oh, my
Because
bad.
think about where my king can move, right? I have the 5 space I can move. You want to restrict my king while not leaving your rooks vulnerable.
And then g7? Right?
And now what?
And then h6.
No.
Dang it.
You had a mate in one. What was the mate in one?
c6?
Nope.
I don't know then.
A8. Because I couldn't have taken your rook, and it controls this entire back file. Remember, think of the positions that your rooks are controlling.
And then now h8.
Yep. So
Oh,
let
okay.
me invite you to that position again, but with me on the other side, to show you what it's like when you're on the opposite side of that.
Okay.
No. King, rook, rook. Sure, let's even put your king in the middle. Alright, I sent you another challenge.
Okay.
Wait, why? Okay.
Okay. Should I be... Or did
Yes,
you
you
want me
should
to
be
be the
black.
black one?
No, you should be black. Alright, so I immediately go here. Do you see why?
To the box. Start the box.
The box is started. Your king cannot move forward anymore. So now I'll just do this again. See how your king can't move forward anymore? And we're just slowly creeping in.
So at this point, you're like, you lose, right?
Yes, you're guaranteed to
Basically.
lose. Unless someone really messes up. So just like that. That's called the ladder mate. You just keep moving your rooks down. And they work together to checkmate the king. The only thing is that, oh, hold on. I don't want to play against an online person. Oh, yeah. I'll send you a rematch. So, move towards one of my rooks. So, like, for instance, here. Start moving towards my rook to try and take it. So, move towards b3. So if I move my rook down to a3, you can take my rook. But the big thing to remember is to not let your rook be taken. So what I can do is, the king can only move one square. But you know how many squares the rook can move?
Everything they can see.
Yep. So I just move it all the way back over here. I make sure that I don't interlace them, though, because I want to have them working together, not against each other.
Okay. And interlacing, you mean like just like if you move
Being
this one
connected, like vertically.
to
like,
h5?
Like if I moved it
Like
to
that would be bad?
yes, because then I can't, like, let's say, okay, I want to check you again. I would have to move my h4 rook to h3, but then nothing's protecting the 4 rank again, so you could move back up to 4. So if I do like this, let me show you. Just play any move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you see how now you can move back up?
Oh, yeah, and back down and stuff.
And now there's no way for me to actually checkmate you.
Oh, okay.
So instead, I want it to be offset like this, so I can do a ladder all the way down. That's why this is called the ladder mate. So I don't want my rook to be taken, so I'm not going to move it to g1, but I'm going to swing it back around again to a3. And I don't want my h rook to get taken, so I'll move it back here again.
Gotcha.
And then like that, it's checkmate. Does that make sense to you?
Unless the person... Yeah, it does. So unless the person that's playing the rooks kind of forgets,
Yes.
it's hard to come back from that.
This is a guaranteed win, if you know what you're doing. Honestly, you can do it with one rook. Would you like me to show you how to do it with one rook?
Yes.
Okay. And I will show you how to do it with one rook. First, I will play with the one rook, and then I'll give you your chance to play with the one rook.
Okay.
I hope this has been instructional. I've never taught someone before, so I just hope that I've been doing an okay job of teaching.
I think it's been great. I do now understand a few things better. Will I have soaked in everything you've told me? No, because sadly my brain only has so much. But I am trying, and I will remember some of it.
Okay, so that works. I play as white. I will send you the challenge. Okay. So here's how to win with one rook and a king, because the rook and the king now have to work together. So my rook still creates that box, you see. So I want to restrict your king from moving forward as much as possible. And just that whole quick dancing back and forth to make sure your king can't take my rook is still in effect. But now I'm bringing my king in, and I'm trying to cut you off. So now, if you move towards my king controls these three spaces.
Oh, okay.
So now my king controls these three spaces between your king and mine. So I can check you again with the rook, and you can't move forward because my king is controlling these spaces. So the only way is to step back. But we want to have it so that we're kind of offset. I never want to move my king so that we're directly in front of each other, or we'll be chasing each other forever.
Gotcha.
So now as you drive yourself more into a corner, I use my rook to solidify that and make sure that my king is there. So I'm actually going to do this. And move my rook back. And I'll move it one because I want our kings to line up. So if you move it, now it's lined up, and then that's checkmate. Because now my king is controlling those three squares, and your king is not. So let's try that again, except it'll be your turn to try controlling those squares. So, bam, bam, bam. And I play as black this time. Okay, there we go. Alright, so your turn. What's up, TK?
So we go to H4, right?
1200. Yep, that's a good starting move, yep. So now I'm going to start moving my king towards your rook, because I don't want you to keep pushing me down. So what's your next move?
It would be the king going up, right?
Yes. Thank you. You don't really care until my king is actually ready to take your rook, if that makes sense. If my king is about ready to take your rook, then it's time to move it to the other side. But for now, you still don't care. You can keep moving your king.
Okay.
Now you care, because now it's within reach. So I would move it all the way to a4 instead. So now my king can only move one, so I have to do this slow, arduous trek. But you see how our kings are offset, right? You don't want to line them up yourself. You want me to line them up. So I would play b4, rook to b4.
Okay.
Because now, if I move here, now we're lined up. And now what do you do with that rook?
B5, right?
Yes. And see how now I'm forced to be pushed back?
Yeah. When you're getting pushed back, should I line up then, or should I still want...
You kind of want it to be offset, because you want it so that when it's my turn to move, I'm lining up with you. Because I can only move to one side, so even if you push me all the way to, like... Or, okay, let me show you this way. Oh, I can take your rook. What are you going to do with your rook? Good job. But I don't want to line up, or... I don't want to line up with your king. I'm going to keep moving this way. What should you do now?
Would I move my king?
Yes. Where would you move it, though?
I wouldn't move it up, though, right? Because it would, like, block the rook. So
yes.
I would move it, like, over.
Yes. Yep, good job. Oh, I'm gonna keep running. Okay, now what?
I want you to line up, so... Would I move the rook just over a little?
Yes. I would move it just one, but that's fine too. Oh, but I really don't want to line up. I'm gonna move here. Now what? Oh no, the only space I have to go if I don't want to move back is here now. So now what do you do? Oh no! Now I have to move back. So I don't want to line up with your king again, so I'm going to move this way. I'm going to make it as hard for you as possible. And I'm going to see if you've memorized what I've taught. I don't want to get checkmated, though. I'm going to keep running away.
Wait.
Good job, you got it.
Yay! Thank you.
Does that make sense?
That is... Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. And lastly, I'm going to teach you Queen and King endgame, which is basically the same but even easier. The only thing more difficult with Queen is not to stalemate.
Okay. Can you...
What's
is
up?
there any possible way to stalemate with that?
Yes. Would
If
you like me to show you?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
well,
honestly.
okay. So in this move, let's see. Let's say you have your king there, and let's say my king is here and I can't move, and it's my turn
Okay,
and I moved here.
Let me pull you up real quick.
So let's say that this is the position, and you move your rook here. That's stalemate, Because your king is protecting the rook. The rook doesn't see my king, but sees the only squares it can move to. So that's stalemate.
Okay.
It's very hard, though. I mean, unless you're really trying to stalemate, it's kind of hard to... It's a lot easier to lose by draw with you messing up your rook and me just taking your rook. Because king can't beat king. If it's just king and king, it's an automatic draw. Because no one can win. Also, rook and knight and rook and bishop are both impossible. So if you have just a rook, or if you have just a king and a bishop, or a king and a knight, it will automatically call it a draw because you do not have enough material to win.
So, okay. Say that part again. If I had a bishop.
Yes, let's say it's just our two kings on the board, and the only piece you have no pawns. You just have one bishop, or you have just one knight. The game will automatically call it a draw because you cannot win with just those pieces.
Okay.
A endgame
that's why those are worth so much more.
Yes, an endgame that is a lot harder though. Okay. Let me teach you one more endgame thing that's going to be very important. I'm going to teach you how to beat me with just a pawn.
Okay. What about the queen thing?
It'll devolve into the queen thing. I did not see that, TK. Hold on. Play a friend. Because what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to protect your pawn, promote it to a queen, and win with that queen. Okay. I sent you a challenge.
Okay.
Alright, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that I have to back up, but that you're protecting your pawn. So it's very hard to explain, but how do I explain this? It's called king opposition. So first move I would play is king to d2. You want to basically have your king pushing me d2, not d1.
Ah, shoot.
No worries.
My bad.
But move your king to d2 now. Alright, so I'll move here.
Okay.
So now you're going to push your pawn to e3. Because your king is protecting it and I can't take that pawn. So see how now your pawn is controlling the d4 and f4 squares? And I still have to move.
Yeah.
And I can't move into attack of your king. So I have to choose to move. Let's say I go here. What do you do? We'll have to check it out. Was he under time pressure or something?
Would I move the pawn up?
No. If you move the pawn, I take it, and we end in a draw. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to move... Yes, you're going to move your king to d3.
D3.
Because, see, now you control all those squares, right? Your king controls e2, protects the pawn, and protects where the pawn's moving. And the pawn still protects f4. So my only move is to move away from that pawn. So I'm going to try and come back. So what do you play now?
Pawn to e4?
Yes. Okay, now I come back with the king. Now what do you do?
The same thing, right? So the king behind the pawn? Or like the d4?
Oh no, I can't kill your pawn. I have to run away again. What if I move here this time, though?
Wouldn't I want to do the same thing still?
Yep, anyway. You are bodyguarding that pawn all the way to promotion. But I'm gonna try and sneak here.
I would move the king first, right?
I would actually move the pawn... yeah, actually, king first is good, yes. Where are you moving the king, though? Yes, good. So I'm going to move here.
Because if I move the pawn, you would get it, right?
Right. No, your pawn would be protected, but it'd just be a situation where you'd have to reset everything. It's still winnable, just a not as simple situation or position. All right, I'm gonna move here. What are you gonna do now?
So what you're saying is I can move the pawn first with this.
So here, I would actually, yes, move the pawn first. Move the pawn. Okay, now I go here. Now what do you do?
Wait,
Actually, no. No. My bad. I taught you wrong. I taught you wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I taught you wrong. I'm so sorry.
I have to go here.
My bad. Yeah, that's stalemate. But I taught you wrong. I'm so sorry. That was wrong. It's
okay.
harder. It's harder when you're
rematch?
teaching them. Yeah, we can rematch. We can rematch. We can try again. All right. So push my king back into the same situation, though. Up till then, it was good. So just keep pushing my king back. So let's start from here. Without my help, get me to the edge of the board, and then we'll start there again. My bad. Again, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Oh, shoot. I screwed up, didn't I?
No? What move do you play now? And my bad, I taught you wrong at the very end, but other than that, it was all correct, I'd say. Alright. So, what you're going to do here is not move the pawn.
Okay. Where would I
move
the king to, though?
If pawn... No, here you would move the pawn if, yes, I'm in front like there. Here you would move the pawn. If I was in d8, though, you would not move the pawn.
Okay.
Because here I only have one move, which is this. And now what do you do?
And now I move it and I upgrade?
No, because I can take your upgrade.
Oh.
How do you protect your upgrade? Yeah. There you go. Now I can't take your pawn. So now what do you do?
Upgrade to the queen.
Now let's see how you checkmate with king and queen.
Wouldn't it be the same?
Yes, but even easier. So just chase my king down with your king. Move your king up to d6. Just keep moving your king up as I move my king back. Or
up is down.
Down for you. Sorry, to d6. So if at any point your king lines up, or is like adjacent like this to it, for instance, like here, you can just move your queen to e6. Now I have to move back anyway, so I have to move back. And now you can move your queen up to, like, let's say f7. And now, remember, that's zone of control. You're making that box, except also remember that the queen has a diagonal box, too. So you don't even have to worry about the queen. Unlike the rook, I cannot take your queen, as long as you don't move it to somewhere I can take. So let's say move to here. What do you do now?
Would I move? Would I move it to e6, the queen?
No. Remember.
Would I move the king?
Yes. Remember, your pieces have to work together. They have to protect each other and work together.
So I would move the king to d5?
I would move it to e5. Because, like, let's say I move it here. Now what do you do?
Move the queen to G7?
Okay, let's try that. Then let's see what happens.
And then move the king again?
I'll let you kind of figure it out. If we go 10 moves without progress, then I'll help guide you. But I want to see how you do without instruction. You have a mate in one. Okay. So I know you're doing the same thing as the rook, but you also could have just moved your queen to b2, and that would have been a checkmate.
b2. Oh, yes. Okay, okay.
Remember, your queen is more powerful, yes. But you can also play it like a rook endgame, too. It's up to you. But there's another checkmate you have here. You have one checkmate and one. Can you find it?
F5?
Try again.
No, okay. F1?
Try again.
Dang.
Remember what the queen's capable of.
Okay. Let me think.
Also for TK, yes, but unless the pawns are at the ends of the boards. If you have an A pawn or an H pawn, it's a drawn game.
A2?
No, close.
No.
Very close. Think about it. Your queen needs to put me in check, and all the squares I need to be able to move to need to be controlled. But also, I can't take your B2. Sorry. Queen to B2.
Dang it. B2. But what, can't you take me? Because the
king is protecting it. Yes. Remember, your pieces have to work together. Remember, when you move your pieces, think about what might be protecting it and what might be attacking it.
Okay, I have to remember the king has the 3 in front.
Do you want to try this again?
Sure.
Alright, let's do it one more time.
Okay.
No, B and G you can still win. It's H and A, I think. You can't win. But B and G you can still win. You just need to be able to move completely around the pawn.
Wait, I think I screwed up.
You did, but you can still recover. We're just going to play it out as if we were playing against each other. Good job. Yes, that is correct. See, Kalalla, you're getting good at chess.
All thanks to you. Okay, now. I move my king first, right? I start approaching
Yes.
with my king first. But which way? This way. No, I screwed up.
No, that was
This other
correct.
way.
That was correct.
Oh, was it?
Because where else would you have moved your king? Tell me where you would have moved your king, and I would have told you why. It might have not been a good move.
Oh, E7, but it would block the queen.
The queen,
right?
yes. Remember, queen needs to be able to make box. If no box, me can move wherever.
She's chessing. I'm trying. So now...
There's a more advanced thing I can teach you, where you can move your queen to the other side to block me from moving certain places.
So,
But
I have a question.
yes. Go ahead.
If I do
Mm-hmm.
B5, is that screwing up the king helping me?
B5 is fine. You're just moving the ladder a different way. You can move the ladder vertically or horizontally. Either way works. Okay, so let's say we do this. Okay. That works, but what you could have played instead was moving your queen to E5. Because it's protected by the king, and it makes me move back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you play the queen differently than you do the rook. But, I mean, either way, you still win, so... In honesty, it's kind of just semantics.
So I can play G4.
Yes.
It's good?
Yes. Because now I can only move back. Because see, your queen controls H3, G3, and F3, and your king is protecting the queen. So now what do you do, though?
I move my queen like to D4 so I can move the king?
No.
No.
Think about it. You want to make my box smaller. What's the place you can move to make the box smaller currently?
D1?
Try again.
Is it with the queen?
Yes, it is with the queen.
Because if I do G1, you could take it, right?
Yes.
So that's
Think
not...
about a space you can go that shrinks my box, but I can't take it.
It's not D4?
Remember that the queen can move diagonally.
D1?
H3.
Oh, okay.
Yep, see?
Okay.
You close my box and more, now I only have 2 rows I can move in between. And it's not somewhere where I can take it. So now what do you do?
Move my king.
Where are you moving it?
F4.
No. In this case,
No.
it's okay to put your king in front of my king. If you have a queen,
okay.
yes. So you're gonna move it? Yep. So no matter where I go, like let's say I go here. What do you play?
H2 with the queen?
No. Try again. No.
Oh,
Okay, I'll give
oops,
you one.
I didn't
I'll
mean
give
to.
you another go.
I didn't mean to do that. I tried to put it back.
Put it back on H3 for now. We'll reset the position. All right.
that
So
was my
we're
bad.
here again. What are you playing?
D3?
Correct. So now I have to move back more. And now what are you playing?
D2.
What 2?
E?
Yes, E2. Correct. So you see how tiny my box is now?
Yeah.
So now what?
King to D3.
Correct. What now?
Do I chase it like the bishop thing, or do I take the queen to D1?
I would move your king to C3, and I'll show you why.
So chasing it.
Yes. Because no matter where I move my king, I only have one space I can move to anyway. I move here. Now what do you play?
King to B3?
No. You have a mate in one. Think about it.
Mate and... queen to D1?
No. Try again. Remember, pieces need to work together.
Yeah. Oh, queen to A2?
I can take it if it goes to A2.
Oh.
Try again.
B2.
Yes. Because your king is protecting that spot, and your queen sees every place that I can go.
Okay.
Do you feel like you understand it better now?
Yeah, a lot better, actually.
Okay. I'm going to give you, instead now, I'm going to give you a new challenge. We will play against each other. I'm going to give you a severe advantage. And I want you to convert that into a win.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bunch of pre-made. I think this is fair. Fuck it. Let's make it 10 minutes. Alright, you have all your pieces. I just have a bishop and a knight. Let's play against each other. Let's see if you can work together to beat me. Okay, so I would not have played that.
I see it now. My bad.
I mean, it's still not a terrible move just because you're up so much material.
Yeah, but normally.
Of course. What do you play now? Okay, what I would have actually done is I would have used your queen to take that pawn. Because with that, you take the pawn and you attack my bishop.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore, because now I move my knight and that defends that pawn.
How do you decide when to take and when to, like, open up your pieces?
Well, so you naturally want to develop. Like, right now, if I were you, I would honestly develop your bishop by moving it to b4 and checking me with it. Because I don't have anything that can block it, so I would have to move my king. So you basically got a free move that developed your piece and forced me to respond to it. So you see now, because I'm in check and there's nothing I can do to block it and attack it back, I have to do a move with my king. So you've made me move my king, and you developed your bishop, so you basically got a free move in. You want to put all your pieces in places where they can do a lot of work. If they can't see the board, they can't do work.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, I already see a big improvement between your play now than when we started. So I'm threatening your bishop. Okay. What you should have done is you should have responded to that threat, yes. Because now I can take your bishop.
Dang. Okay. I know it comes with practice, but I don't know how you see all these moves so fast.
I can kind of just imagine where everything, like, well, even I don't see every move. Like, I didn't see until I thought about it that my bishop could have taken your rook. Even though that's not that great for me, because then I would have lost my only piece, but fuck it. I have nothing but pawns, but I at least took a lot of your pieces. But the big thing I want to do with this game is, like, we did those endgames in a controlled environment. I want you to be able to do these endgames in a bit of a weird position where not everything's perfect, if that makes sense. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish I was Hikaru. Anyway, what? Yeah, what's up?
Should I try to ladder with...
You could right now.
Bishop and queen?
If you did want a ladder, what's a great move you could do to start preparing for that?
H6 to the bishop.
Okay.
This guy.
Try again. There's another way to free up your rook horizontally.
Horizontally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Castling?
Yes. So now your rook and queen see each other and can work together now. So I'll just do this.
So I should...
I'll tell you a hint. There's a really good move you can play right now with your queen. Let me know if you can find it. And let me know why it's a good move.
Queen to... A8?
Nope, try again.
D2?
Okay. I'll tell you what the move is, and I want you to tell me why it's good. How about that?
Okay.
Alright, the move that I think is good is queen to d5.
But what? Can't you get my queen?
Why couldn't I get your queen?
Oh, the knight.
Yes. Remember, pieces work together.
Okay.
Right.
So now I should move the rook.
That's an option.
Right.
If you did move the rook, where would you move it to?
D.
Mm-hmm.
8?
Yep, correct. Why?
Because everywhere else is covered in pawns.
That's one,
And
but
it can't go
also
up.
your queen and rook are going to start working together. What's your move now?
Should I capture or like
Capture what?
the pawn in B3?
It's an option, sure. Give you a hint. You have a mate in one right now. I'll see if you can find it, though. If you can't find it, though, I won't tell you what it is, and I'm just going to keep moving around, and after I make my move, I'll tell you what it was.
Okay. Rook to D5?
No.
Dang. Dang it. Thought I had it there.
Remember, pieces need to work together. What's a piece that can work with a piece?
The knight?
Try again. Alright, just because you're low on time, I'll tell you what it is. It's queen to d3 checkmate.
The D3? Oh, cause the... Okay, cause the bishop... Or the rook.
Covers it, and it blocks every square I can go to.
Okay, I was looking
And the king cannot
way.
No piece can capture friendly pieces. So I also blocked my own way out with my own pawns.
Dang, I wish I would have saw that. That would have been nice.
Alright, one thing I want to do before I go is... I want to do a round of puzzles, and I want to show you like how I think when I do these puzzles. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah, I'll pull you up.
Okay. I'll do the puzzle survival. Right. Am I pulled up?
Yep.
Alright. I'll go ahead and start. So the first thing I immediately see, checkmate. He just blocked his way of preventing it. He cannot capture his own pieces. If my queen goes there, it capture it. And then that's checkmate. Here, same deal. My rook protects my queen. It'll block every square that he can go to. Checkmate. So this is about who can promote faster. So even though he can take that, he can't just move his stuff up. And I have one. Okay, so let's do the math. So I start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I promote before he does. here again, and that's the careful thing about castling. If you castle and you don't move your pawns, and you're stuck behind, you open yourself up to checkmate. And right here, my bishop is working with my queen, and the king has blocked himself in, so that's checkmate. Here, my rook is already doing the ladder, kind of, even though it's under threat. If I just do this, he can't take the rook that moves there, and it controls all that. So that's checkmate.
Oh, okay.
In here, take, forced, checkmate. As for here, take, checkmate. Because this rook is defending this entire back rank. So if I take it, he can take back, and I do lose my queen, but there's no one protecting that, and his king is trapped behind his pawns. Here, checkmate is just here because my rooks work together and protect each other. He can't move there, there, or there. Let's see. My first thing, again, checks, captures, attack. So I'm immediately thinking, what if I do this? That's a check. Okay, he can move here and here. What do I do if he moves there? I can move my queen there because my knight protects it, and that's attacking that, and that would be checkmate. So, bam. Okay, well, didn't let me do the whole thing, but whatever. Okay, so my rook is already doing this entire file, and this is going to protect that. So if I take with my bishop, puts him in check, and he has nowhere to go, and no one can take back. So the bishop taking is checkmate. Let's see. First thoughts immediately. Okay, so there's only one place for his king to move. My immediate thought is, what if I go here, and nothing can stop me from doing that, and that's checkmate, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm not perfect, but, you know. Okay, so the first thing I see is that this is protecting that. He can move there if I move there, though. But then, if I move there, which is protected by my knight, he can't move anywhere else. So let's see if that works. I can do this, and then this. Let's see, white to move. Honestly, this is the long game, but my first thought is... Takes? No, takes doesn't work so well. If I check, he can take, and then I can do a check again, but it's not quite as forcing as I'd like. If I push pawn, I don't think he can stop it, but I don't know move order. Oh, I do know move order because this is immediately threatening that. But he can also just do that, and then he forks me and the rook. So I need to find a move. He's also... So I'm thinking this. Moves there. Forks me. That's not good. No, I see it. Okay, hold on. How do I clear all this? Okay. Here's what I now see and think. I take, he moves. No, that's with check. So that doesn't work. Because then I could just slide the rook over and that would be mate. Do I just sack the bishop? No. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about that one too hard. This one's easy. I take, fork. Let's see if I'm right. Check.
Huh.
Block. take. Can't go here. Can't go there. Can't go there. That. And then that. Easy. Bishop covered. Oh, I didn't see that bishop covered in the knight fork. Good one. First immediate thought for me. Let's say I did take this. It opens up my bishop to take that, and he has to recapture with something. So I think I go here, and then I take, because if he didn't, I could take the queen. It's cheese, Crumb. First thing I immediately see is I would really like that diagonal, but the queen's covering it. So what if I just scooch the rook over and threaten the queen?
A cheese board.
Because it'd be protected by that bishop. So what if I do this, which is probably wrong, I don't know. So now that I've opened up that diagonal... Check, he can block. But then I just get a free bishop, I think. Takes, takes, takes. Okay, cool. My immediate thoughts. I could take that pawn and threaten the queen, but that doesn't seem very productive. I can move my queen here and check the king. Yeah, no, that's mate, because this controlling that, that, and that. So he'd have to block with the rook, and I can take because it's protected by the pawn. Check, block, take, take, checkmate.
You're so fast.
I'm just trying to talk you through how I think, if that makes sense. I do see that free bit or that free rook there, and also covers the promotion square. But is there anything better that I can do? Yes. Checkmate, I think. Because that would protect that and that. This protects this, this, and this. There's nothing that can stop it, so... It's checkmate. What do I immediately see? So that's going to open me up to check, so I need to do something that helps me in one move. First thing I see is I can maybe block it with a bishop and they take, and then I go for that. But that doesn't really help me that much. Oh, duh. Queen takes. Or bishop takes. See, that's the problem I have is tunnel vision. So, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Because I have terrible tunnel vision sometimes. First thing I see is I can move my queen. And then that would protect that. That's protected by that. 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 And the queen's protected by that bishop there. Check. It's pinned. Check. Pinned. I'm thinking I can do that perhaps. No, if I do that, then can block. What else can I do? Oh, yeah, I can. Because check, I can scooch my rook on over because it's pinned and swing my queen back. First thoughts, immediately, take, 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 covered by knight, and then I can do some shenanigans. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. First thing I see immediately is that my bishop sees that. Rook endgame, queen endgame, pawn endgame. I also see a free pawn, or a free bishop there. Protected. I think it's this. I could be wrong, though. I think just takes, right? Swing back for the knight. Simplify the position. Yeah. Take, take. First thing I immediately see, I can do that and get a check, but that doesn't really get me anywhere. I can sneak the rook in. You can chat, by the way. I don't mind, Kalalla. You can talk to your chat while I play. I don't mind hearing it either. Just saying.
I didn't want to talk over you, so I've been kind of muting.
No, that's completely fine. I don't mind if you talk over me. I'm just talking myself through my thought process and hopefully seeing if you can see what I see. Or start to see how I look at the board, if that makes sense. If I can get this pawn gone, I can get a fork. Well. First thing I see is that if I could get rid of this rook, there's an immediate checkmate in the back rank. This rook is, or this knight's protecting there. If I could get a knight there, I could have a royal fork with the king and queen. And if I just take that, then the king takes, and I don't really have much recompose. Is it just like... Dut, dut. I think it is just check. Yeah, check. Except I have checkmate, because this is protecting that, so the... Can't move there. Take, take... Checkmate. First thing is immediate thought could be to block, but if I did, then there, take. It's not great. I think I just sling it back one. Because if I move back one... Yeah. Promote. Takes. I just don't see where I go from there.
Just a four-step plan? What do you mean?
Okay, get it. First thing I see is check. There's no way it's just a mate in one, is it? No way they put a mate in one at... Okay, it is just a mate in one. Swing the rook there. It's protected by the knight. Push that knight there, or... Oh, hold on. Can't go. Can't go. Check. Can't be taken. Checkmate. Take. I don't know. I'm starting to get to that point where I can't think about things anymore. I'm thinking, can we take and just push the pawn or something? No, we want to take this, push the pawn, take the knight. There's that check, but can be taken by pawn. I can swing this back and give a check. Swing it forward, give a check. So many things I can do, but also my queen's under threat. Sometimes you just have to do without thinking. I don't know. I'm finally at that part of the puzzles where I can't think that well. I think we...
That's how I feel all the time. Probably in less capacity. Low key.
Maybe I just sack the bishop. Fuck it, we sack the bishop and see what happens. Checkmate? No. Free knight? Yep. Blunder my way to success. Yeah, that's a pretty... I don't have to worry about this because this bishop protects these pawns, and these pawns protect these pawns, so this king can't really do anything. Unless he sacks his bishop. In which case...
It sounds easy when you put it like that, TK, but I don't think that's exactly how it works, you know? Like, it is. In concept.
Check. Bam, bam. I don't know. We just do it. Fuck. Messed up. Yeah, in classic chess, you get a ton of time, though. I like playing bullet and blitz myself. I don't really play... I don't play anything above 3 minutes, if I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I talk so fast, I guess, about what I'm thinking, I am quite literally... So it takes... Oh, yeah. I play 3 minute and 1 minute chess.
3 minute, 1 minute. That's so fast.
Take. No, that's bad. There has to be a way to trap something. Do we sack? Just don't see what we do after the sack. Because what I immediately see is I need to beat the game fast because they have 2 queens. That's protected by that, so I can't really do it. I'm thinking that, but that doesn't give a check. So we need to be fast about whatever we do. I can maybe do that, and then check. But even that doesn't really do anything. Fuck it. Oh, I see. Wait to move. Just give checks. Ah, messed up. Anyway, okay. So that's about what I got. So yeah, does that make sense?
Some of it.
Okay, hopefully that gave you some idea. Alright, now I want to see you play against a bot harder than Martin and see how you do.
Okay. Harder than Martin?
Yes. Give me someone harder than Martin. I believe in you. You got this.
Browser's not wanting to work. What happened? Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'm still playing on your screen. Yep, a little bit of psychological torture there.
She likes compliments.
I mean, you're doing well, I'm gonna say. I would say I can probably, hopefully, get you to a point. I do believe that in a month of consistent practice, you can beat Nelson.
Where's Nelson at?
Okay, if you want to try against Nelson, click play bots. Go to intermediate.
A lot of them's locked. Oh, this guy?
Yes, intermediate. Man, it's a bit of a delay.
Oh, my bad.
No worries. Maybe I just need to refresh. But yes, no. The second one. The second row, second from the right.
This guy.
Probably. 1 second, let me just refresh the...
Oh, now I'm in the way.
No, you're good. I'm just refreshing. Okay. Yes, it's that guy.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright.
Well, also he usually starts at white because he has the aggressive opening, but even that, let's see how you do with white.
Sir, a guest has arrived.
Thanks for the follow, Snow. Just so you know, though, I don't play chess that often. At least on stream. I mostly just play it in my free time.
If you play it offline, he'll play with you.
Oh yeah, I
Snow's
will.
really good.
Yeah, I'm down to play just for fun. Well, ad breaks, but I believe in you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. I believe in you. I guess I'll leave you alone. Oh wait, I can kind of see in the tiny top right thing. And they can go to your chat if they want to see. So you see how he's immediately aggressive with the queen, right?
Yeah, Nelson played it h4. So
what's a good move you can do that develops a piece and attacks the queen?
Develops an attack. Bishop to b5.
I'll give you a hint. It's a knight move. Specifically attacks the queen.
Oh, yes, the queen. I'm sorry, I thought you said king. F3.
Yes.
This guy.
Yep, that's correct. And I appreciate that, Snow. I do hope I am chill. Okay. What's a move you can do to develop your bishop that also protects your knight?
Also protects the knight?
Yes.
Well, isn't this knight protected by this pawn?
It is protected by the pawn, but let's say we want to prepare to castle. What's a good move that protects our knight, prepares us for castling, and gets the bishop developed, kind of?
Move it to e2?
Yes. So you see it has protection, more protection, and now you're free to castle. You don't have to castle yet if you don't want to, but now you have the option to. And that's the big thing about chess, is making sure everything sees a lot of things and having options.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So thank you for the follow, TK. Okay.
From here, I see one move that I like, but I don't know if you'd like it. What's a move that attacks that pawn, but also puts the pawn in a place that can be recaptured if you move it? And also makes your bishop more active than it already is. Well, if it were. Yep. Yeah, no, you had the right idea.
The pawn?
Yes, the pawn. Because you move that pawn up too, you see it's defended by that bishop, so if they take, you can take back with your bishop. And if they don't take, well, then you can take.
Wait. Oh, okay.
And if they take back, now you have... that pawn's kind of isolated, isn't it? What's a good knight move you can do to attack that pawn, and also develop your other knight?
C3?
Yes. See how a lot of your pieces are developed now while he barely has any development? Alright, now what's a good move?
Okay, hold on. Let me think. Should I take the pawn?
Which pawn should you take? That one is tempting, but let me tell you why I would take the other one.
The b5 one?
Yes, I would take the b5 one because I then get to attack the bishop immediately. And the d5 pawn isn't going anywhere because my pawn's blocking it. Whereas he could move that b5 pawn up to b4 and attack your knight. Or stop it from coming back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't want to take this, right? Though, because of this pawn.
Well, what do you say this? Well,
Oh,
remember,
sorry.
value,
The
value,
knight-
value. What's the knight worth?
2.
3. What's the bishop worth?
2.
3.
Dang it.
So it's
I
okay.
thought 3s was the
Rooks?
rooks.
The rooks are 5.
5.
And the queen is 9. But most people say that bishops are a little better than knights, and I tend to agree. So if it were me personally, I would say yes, it is worth sacrificing your knight for that bishop.
Okay. Okay.
And now he has this thing that's called doubled pawns. So you see how he has 2 pawns in the same row there?
Yeah.
It's going to be real hard for him to move that pawn up with the other pawn blocking his way. So it kind of sucks for him to have that kind of situation.
So if I next move...
Not every move necessarily needs to have an immediate effect. You can also do moves that give you returns in the long run. So, in the idea of piece development, what's the only piece we haven't really developed?
The rooks.
Well, aside from the rooks and the queen.
Oh. This
No.
bishop.
Yes, that bishop. So what do you want to do with that bishop? Make a plan
Move him
for
out
it.
to D2?
It's
So
an
he can
option.
start-
Personally,
Or move this pawn?
the B2 pawn.
E3 is what I was
I was thinking B2 to B3. Your pawn still protects your pawn, and later you can move your bishop to B2, or A3. It's got a big future ahead of it. It can choose to go left or right. Moves gives you options. Yes.
Okay. Should I...
Mm-hmm.
Should I move the new bishop out then?
It's an
'Cause if I
option.
move this one, this old bishop, he'll take it, right?
All right. So where are you moving it to? Okay. So yeah, but if he does, what can you do if he does take it?
Take it with the queen?
Yes. Equal trades are okay. So while it's not the move I would play, I'd say it's still a good idea. You can do it. Go ahead. You had you had the right idea in my opinion. That queen to b5 move, I would have played it first because nothing could have taken it if you moved it there. It checked the king and moved it to a more active square, personally.
Oh, dang. So I was too cautious.
It's okay. It takes time. You have to learn these things. Remember, I have over a decade of chess playing, so I do not expect you to play at that high of a level yet. You will get there one day, but for now, I just want you to make moves that make sense. Does that make sense, I guess?
Yeah. More conscious.
Yeah. With deliberate moves. A move that has an idea of what you want to do after you play it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Should I move... I'm just gonna do it. I think.
It's not a terrible move. I don't hate it. That's a great move. I like that. Do you know why I like that move?
Because it opens him?
Your rook is now active. It sees down an entire line. Instead of just sitting there in that A1 square.
But now is where I don't know where to go.
I see a few ways you can move forward. Do you want me to give you a few ideas forward?
Just with pieces, I guess. Because, like, okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna explain
let me give you a few ideas.
what I see. I can't really move this guy, right? Because, like,
I would
if
keep
I
him
move
there,
him
yes.
Here,
I
both horses hit.
I would play rook F from F1 to E1, preparing to push the pawn from E3 to E4. So I would move that one over and then prepare to push that pawn, and then when he takes with the pawn, if he takes with the pawn, well, just be careful not to lose your knight. Okay, so if he doesn't take, what do we do here?
Should I move the knight to a different
No, I would
spot?
take with your pawn. It does double your pawns, yes, but it also gives your rook another line to see through. Personally.
So, with that...
Okay, hold on. So...
I should not do this,
again,
because the rook
do
will
not.
take.
Yes. But also, don't tunnel vision. What's a piece that sees a lot of stuff that hasn't moved around in a while?
This bishop?
Yeah, what can that bishop do?
Take the pawn?
And can he take back if we take the pawn?
No, because the horses.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have my own opinion about what I do here, but I will say that this is a complicated position, and to be careful.
Okay. Should move this guy, right? At this point?
What guy?
The rook.
Interesting idea. Where would you move it, if you did?
I can't move it, so... C6?
Okay, just know that, it's not the worst move, but only because if your knight wasn't at F3, he would just take your rook and that would be checkmate, basically. Remember that your rooks are protecting each other. But your knight is also protecting your rook for now, but if your knight was not there, this is called being back ranked.
How would they take it?
Okay, so, because the other rook sees your rook. They have a rook at E8 that can take your rook on E1. This is called tension. You haven't taken each other yet, but there's tension because they see each other and could take each other. But because taking kinda isn't advantageous for the other side, they're just kind of staring at each other for right now. But if you move that C rook, he could have taken it.
Okay.
And the only reason that wouldn't be good for him is because your knight is there to protect it. Which is why, at low-level play, I would recommend making a hole for your king to escape to prevent getting back-ranked, but that's another lesson we can have for another time.
So what about the queen?
Alright, where are you thinking about taking the queen? He's just standing there, menacingly.
B5?
That's a good move. I like that. Why do you think I like that, though?
Because...
What does it see from there?
The knight.
Not just one knight,
also...
it sees both knights, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
I should take it, right?
Okay, so he took the rook.
And
Now
I
you're
should
under
take
check.
It back to my rook, right?
I would, yes.
Sorry for asking so bad.
No, it's fine. Yes, good move.
So now I can take this horse.
Which horse can you take now?
Smart. This one, the D7.
Yes. Why can't you take the other horse?
Because of the queen.
Yes, that's correct. Alright, go ahead and take it.
Okay.
I have a very interesting move that I would play, but I don't think most people... Well, actually, no. I take that back.
Should I move the pawns?
You can. I would, just to give yourself some breathing room. In case someone checks you in the back rank, you can move your king instead of getting checkmated. Alright, so what's a move you can play now? You need to make sure that that rook can't take your bishop if you move your queen, but also that your queen doesn't get taken.
The knight from F3 to...
No, it's a queen
E5?
move. You need to move your queen out of the way because it's not advantageous for you if they take your queen with the rook. Even if you can take back.
A7 then?
Did you say E7? Oh,
A7.
Well, no, because then they can take your bishop. So how do you move your queen but also still protect your bishop? There's really only one
C6?
correct move. That is correct, C6.
And then I take the bishop, right? Or the rook?
If it takes your bishop, yes. Yes.
Oh, that's not my...
I'm not that crazy. I'm just a little crazy, alright?
No, wait, no.
I'm crazy enough to play that move, but only because I see what I think I might do after that move. I would not recommend you play, personally, knight to g5, but I would play it just because I see ideas that I could play after that move.
Should I go back to the pawn? Like move this pawn to g4?
There's a lot of ideas that you have here.
But that's not a bad one?
Pawn to g4. If you play correctly, it could be good. Knight e5. Knight e5 is good, but if they took with the pawn, it kind of blocks out your rook. I was thinking the other way, take the pawn, because if they take with pawn, you can swing your queen over to the h-file and back it up with the rook pushing the e-file if you need. Especially if they block with the queen. But anyway, don't mind me. So, here is my immediate thoughts on your position, Kalalla. If I were you personally... Actually, no. Maybe, no. Okay. So immediately I was thinking, and don't play this, king to g2, don't play it, but to free up your rook to swing it to the h-file, to go from e1 to h1, but that's not a good idea because the knight can go to... The enemy knight can go to f4, where it's protected by the pawn and would check your king. I mean, I guess that's still fine. You can just move it out of the way of check, but still. I don't know. I'll let you play it how you play it. I'm trying to calculate... The queen is protecting the knight, though.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to see other things.
Really? I was thinking g5, not e5. But anyway. Just talking to chat. Don't worry about it.
So...
You don't have to
This
focus
piece
all your
more-
resources on killing the king, though. Don't forget, you have pawns everywhere too. I would not play it there. So if you
Not
moved your
to
rook from
E7?
if you moved your rook to e7, what's controlling the e7 square?
The queen.
What else is attacking that square, though?
Oh, the knight.
Yes. If he took, it was forced main. If rook threatened queen, you could have forked with check. Hold on, let me do the math. He takes...
Learning's okay. I'm
Thanks.
stuck at the moment. I think.
At that point... I just don't see it. After pawn takes, you can check with the queen all day, but you blocked out your rook from supporting, and the queen can play defense and just trade out for the queen. I mean, maybe in a lot of moves since you're up a rook, but still.
Should
Anyway.
I move the knight?
Takes with bishop, I thought. What bishop? We don't have a bishop.
Yeah, we don't.
Um,
Should I move the knight?
I mean, it's an option.
Like this way, right? Because if I do it this way, it's
Okay, to what square are you thinking of moving it? Yeah,
back.
repositioning your knight isn't a terrible idea. But if you took the pawn, what would take the knight? Or what's controlling that square?
The other pawn.
Yes.
Because wasn't it here? Yeah. But then if I went the other way, it was
Okay,
the same pawn.
I have a line, but I can't guarantee you that it's a winning line. And you might hate me for it.
Okay.
I would move your king up to g2. And if checks, move your king up to g3. You can't take the knight because it's protected by the pawn. Yep.
Why can't... Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
You have a very strong move. I'll let you see if you can find it.
The knight to here?
No. It's a move
knight
with your
to-
rook.
Oh. Oh, no, this is my queen. Dang. I was fighting against myself.
Alright, what two pieces are lined up?
The kings.
The king and the queen. So if we put a rook on e7, what does the queen have to do?
Take it.
Right?
And then I could take theirs.
Yes.
What? Wait.
This is called a pin, remember? So if they don't take, what do we do?
advance? Like...
We take instead. Rook takes queen.
Oh, yeah. I just thought that was too easy. Okay.
5 points for 9 points. Easy trade. So you have so many ways to win this game. I'll see how you play out the rest. I'll only really make a comment if you're going to throw the game. But do tell me what moves you're going to make.
Queen to D7?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Okay, so it's not smart to take that one, right? Because the king will take it.
Not really. I mean, you can still win without it because you're up so much, but I wouldn't recommend it, no.
I should advance my knight, right?
That's an option. Where would you put it, though?
F3?
I don't love it, but you're up so much that it's fine. You can play it. I would have moved it to C4, and let me tell you why. I would have moved it to C4.
Do my move, but yeah, I want to
yeah.
know what you...
Okay, I would have put it there to take the pawn on A5, and then just started pushing the pawns to upgrade on that side.
Oh. Can't I... So, can I do the queen up to 8? E8?
Well, what are you accomplishing with that move?
Pushing the king to the corner.
Okay, so let's say we did move it there. What places can the king go?
Back down, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't really accomplish anything with that, right?
Yeah, so I should start moving pawns, right?
That's an option. It's okay to be up like a million queens as long as you don't stalemate. Yeah. I'd move that one. Even though they can take with the knight. If they take with the knight, what do we do? Well, yeah, anyway, they won't. So now what do we do?
Keep moving it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
Yeah, keep moving the pawn up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you...
No worries.
And then... move the queen.
Okay, you have a great move. What's the move that would be great?
Horse knight for knight?
No. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because the pawn.
What move? Oh, wait. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, you can take the knight with your knight. That's good.
But then the pawn takes it, right?
That's fine. You're up so much material that equal trade is a win for you.
Okay. What would you do?
Well, taking the knight is probably the best move, but I would have actually checked with the queen on e7 and then kept pushing the pawn anyway. So now I would check with the queen on e7 because it's protected by the pawn.
Oh. And then keep moving the pawn up?
Yep. So, move pawn up.
Okay. I don't have another game review.
That's fine.
I did it! I didn't stalemate!
Congratulations! You beat Nelson,
My
though.
first one.
Hopefully by the end of the month you can beat Nelson without any advice and just, you know, show the bot who's boss. As Black. Because Nelson...
today.
Yeah. It's about time for me to go anyway, so I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, I'll go ahead and mute.
We'll say goodbye.
Yeah, I'll say goodbye to my chat and...
Well, Do you want to talk after stream,
Yeah.
or do you want to
Yeah.
just say goodbye now?
We'll regroup after stream.
Okay, I'll mute too.
Sounds good. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a ton of fun. It was great kind of seeing chess from a different person's perspective for once. Seeing what it's like to be new again. Appreciate you all for being here. Let's see who we can raid out to today. Let's raid out to Max, why not? Max Forge VT, yes. Alright, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure to hydrate, take care of yourselves, do whatever you gotta do. I seriously appreciate you all. I hope you all have an amazing day. Make sure to take care of yourselves. I really appreciate you all. And have a good one. See ya.